What's going on, folks? This is Mr. Apathy, Devlin James, finally come to you with a new video. I think it's been like 5 or 6 months since I've produced a video for YouTube. Well, I didn't run out of material. I actually have more material than before, since these last couple of months have been somewhat rocky. But before I jump into any new content, I figured I would make this quick video to bring you up to speed on what's been taking place in my life, as it may help someone out there who may be going through something similar. And before I jump into the meat of this video, let me just make it clear that the reason for my absence from YouTube was not because I fell in love, got married, or knocked some chick up. None of that. No, I actually had a major medical issue, which started towards the end of June. I believe it was actually June 28th or 29th. I started to lose my vision. I began seeing everything around me as a blur, and it seemed to be getting worse every day. Got to the point where if you were to wave your hand in my face and ask me, "How many fingers am I holding up right now?" I couldn't tell you. No exaggeration. My doctor actually did that, and that was the result. Went to the emergency room and had some CAT scans. They couldn't tell me anything. Went to an ophthalmologist who, after running some tests, quickly realized that my vision loss actually had nothing to do with my eyes. He sent me to a neurologist who he knew personally that very same day. The neurologist was able to get me approved for an MRI. Well, to make a long story short, on July 15th, I was admitted into the hospital for a week for treatment after I was diagnosed with having an inflammation of the optic nerve due to MS, multiple sclerosis. Now, for those of you who don't know, which would include me before this whole ordeal took place, multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease that affects the brain and spinal cord, basically the central nervous system. To be a little more technical, it is an inflammatory disease in which the insulating covers of nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord are damaged. Well, today I am fully functional. My vision is back 100%, and I'm living life to the fullest. I am currently on medication, which I take daily, called Tecfidera, which is supposed to keep my immune system at bay so I don't have another attack in the future. So far, so good. So why did I make this video? Well, one, I wanted to inform you guys of what's been taking place in my life. 2, I wanted to talk a little about the disease I now have, MS, which actually affects a lot of people worldwide. And lastly, I want this story to encourage the men listening to pay close attention to your health, especially as you get older. This is an area where many of us men fall short, myself being one of the biggest offenders, I must say. We don't visit that doctor's office enough and get those life-saving routine checkups. Checkups like blood pressure, cholesterol, which is a big one, blood tests, routine checkups that could possibly spot something early on before it becomes major. Most women are on point when it comes to getting their routine checkups. They see their doctors, their gynecologists. They don't play, which is one of the reasons they live longer. Real talk. Anyway, I don't want this video to run too long. I just wanted to close by saying, men, get yourselves checked on the regular. Get yourself a primary care physician if you don't already have one, and also a neurologist. As for me, as I mentioned before, I'm fine. I have MS, but MS doesn't have me. I'm actually living my life more than I was prior to my attack. Nothing puts things into perspective like losing your vision. Since this year had been kinda shitty for the most part for me, I treated myself by buying a sports car that I've wanted for a while now. Hey, you only live once, right? So why not? And make no mistake, I'm not a rich man. But when you live a few levels below your means, when you save, invest, avoid marriage, avoid having kids, or spending your hard-earned money on ungrateful women, you can treat yourself to what you really want in life. Just think, if I was still a blue pillar, the money that I used to buy this sports car could have bought some bitch of a bridezilla an engagement ring. Love this MGTOW life, I really do. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thanks for listening. More videos to come.